So you got pretty good looks to this. I actually really do like the way it actually looks. But how practical is this for you to use? Let's find out in this video review. So unboxing of the ChopFit, you can see this is the entire box. That's how it actually looks like when it comes directly from Amazon. Inside you have the following. It says let's go chopfit.com, and you open this up and this is what you get in here. You get the hatchet, it actually looks like inside the box. It's pretty heavy. I'm really surprised how heavy this thing is. It comes with this band, and it comes in this bag where you put this in storage. So let's get this out and see how that actually looks like. Hello and welcome back to the show, and in today's video we're checking out some new workout trend. It's called the ChopFit. So what you're doing, you're getting this thing and you're working out with this. And the question is this good? Should you actually get something known as the ChopFit and you work out with it? It looks kind of really silly for you to get something like this, but at the same exact time, it actually does work wonders. You get a cardio done with this. You can't actually injure yourself as much as actual chop thing. And at the same exact time, it's much more safer, supposedly safer, but it looks kind of weird. So should you get something like this is the big question. So pretty much right now it went on sale, and for 80 bucks it is still expensive, but cheaper than it was at $120. But the good thing is it has something in here that monitors as you move this, so you can actually go ahead, use a phone and do those special exercises that is available for you. Now, another way for you to do this, just get the ChopFit app and get something like this. It looks almost the same, and you can get one about the same about size and do the same exact exercise as well. So the question is, really, should you actually get something known as the ChopFit, or should you get something like this? Let's find out in this video review. So the ChopFit app works easily with your phone. All you have to do is to download it, press on resume challenge, you pick the day you want to do. Here is day 1 challenge. Then you pick the exercise you actually want to do and press on start workout, and it moves through those stages, and then go ahead and says chop, and actually goes into the warm-up where you're going to be doing specific warm-up. And unfortunately this app is not this good because it's just weird. As you can see here, there was movements, there was no sound, there was no repetition. It doesn't have as much interesting things to this, and the same thing after it goes into the workout. It is pretty interesting how it all comes out to, but you don't need to actually have this for the Chop app to actually work. In fact, you can ditch the whole app and just do the exercise with the actual chopper. The other question is, of course, do you really need the app? Yes, it keeps track of your movements and everything else, but at the same time, you can just use a regular hammer or something like this to do the same exact way of you to work out. And you can pick the weight you want to use, which is, this is definitely slimmer, and it's still almost the same exact material, almost as the ChopFit itself, and it's actually less dangerous. But the ChopFit itself is about, this one is specifically almost 4 pounds. It's more heavy. It's more intensive. It's not as heavy as the real deal, but it still is pretty heavy. But the thing is, it's much more safer than an actual axe, because if that drops, yeah, and if you go and work out with something, this is definitely much better pick for you. The question is this actually worth money? I would say yes and no. So if you want to work out in style, and you need some excuse to hit the gym, any other thing that gets you motivated is definitely good for you. On the other hand, you don't really need the app to use this. So you can use the app and pick whatever you want. And then, do you really need something like this? The answer to that is no. And the other answer is this something you should be getting for yourself? The answer to that is probably no as well. Why is that? Because not only this is bulky, this is heavy, it's one of those gadgets you're going to be getting, and unless you're really committed to doing something, this is definitely not something I do suggest for normal people to get for workout. Although I would say it does put the fun factor into the chop in motion, and you have the 4 pounds, you have the tracking. If you need the tracking, you need the app, and you need something to go with it, yeah, definitely you can go old school for this whole entire thing and just as well enjoy it. But for people in the new generation, this is probably kind of a cool thing and will keep track and accountable to doing your workout. So in that forms of matter, yes, this is probably the better thing for you to get. But in all other circumstances, I would say this is kind of a waste of money, and I don't really recommend this because of that at all. It does look kind of cool, but the problem with that is definitely that this is, I think, way too heavy. I think it was like 2 pounds, and the app was much better. It would have been really not a bad purchase, but because of those, I cannot recommend it. It is way too expensive for what it is. The app is not good enough yet, and this is just way too heavy. For me anyways, but for other people it might be like, yeah, this is just too light. And of course, if you work your stamina, this might not be that heavy, but the thing is, for 20 minutes to do it for 4 pounds, it is heavy duty workout. Like Insanity, the workout, this is really tough workout for anybody who's out of shape, such as myself. No, not really, I'm not out of shape, but something this heavy, it's not something you just get into shape right away. So I was really hoping that we have an intermediate option, like 2 pounds, work through it, have some better app and everything else, but they don't have it. So that's why I give it thumbs down, and maybe the next version is going to be better. So what do you think of this? Are you going to get one of those for yourself? Are you going to look like a fool working with those and working out? Let's find out in the comments right down below. Are you getting this? What do you think of this? And should you actually get it? So I gotta admit, at first I was skeptical how good this is, but I found out it's actually a pretty decent thing to do workout with. Now, there was 2 different kinds of this. One is the 4 pound, which is lightweight for cardio, and there is the 8 pound, which is the heavy one. This one is kind of black version, kind of gray black version to this for the top, and it's also much more heavier, so it's for more weightlifting, and this is for cardio. So which one should you be getting for yourself? It really depends on what you're going to be using it for. So for cardio, this is better. I can use my kettlebells for weightlifting, but this actually works very well. And what it does, it works in muscles in a way that it's very hard to replicate with anything else out there, except maybe like a baseball bat, but you can't really swing that around, especially in your house. So because this is rubber, it makes it much more safer, and you can use this in your house versus some other tools that might not be as safe. And this is super soft to this, very nice material. And it does have a strap, which I don't use. I think part of the fun, if you're going to be using it for cardio, is not to use the strap, because if you use the strap, it makes it much harder to grip this. And when it has the strap in here, it makes you rely on the strap too much, and you don't use as much power holding it, which I think is part of the exercise of using this. Yes, it looks ridiculous, but it works your muscles. So you're like, is this good enough for me? Well, maybe I should show you the results after I've been doing this almost every day. And I don't know, can you tell? I mean, muscle-wise, I mean, I'm a pretty fit dude. I'm not huge, like big, buff, body builder, but I think it did work my chest, my hands, my abs, my shoulders over here. It really helped me get in shape. And it's good. I mean, it's like going to the gym, but you can do the gym outside your house, and with COVID around here, it's a good way for you to get your workout all in one place. And it brings me to the question, should you be getting this for yourself? And the answer to that is, well, it depends. Also depends on the price. If you see this and add this to the cart on Amazon, you see this go down, and once in a while the price just drops on Amazon, definitely get this and check it out. It does have the app to this. I think personally the app is useless. When I work out with this, I don't even use the app, but it does give you a range of motion and tells you what you should supposed to be doing with that. Maybe they'll come up with a better version of the app. The app is really the worst part of this thing, but some people like the app. But I think all by itself, this is a fun way to get a workout. And if you go to the place where they actually have an axe throwing championship, or one of those places where they just throw the axe into the wall, this workout will give you an edge up to it for sure.